Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutation and much love to Yakim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. This is Brother Ash from Great Millstone, Tampa, back with another lesson. Lord's will is going to be edifying to the hopeful elect. And I'm just going to go in the spirit here, as you see the title of the video, Friends of the Lord, so he's going to go into some scriptures about about the brotherhood ultimately, and how important the friendship is, and over the years you've grown, and as your camps have grown, you've seen the unity of true brotherhood and friendship, grow, and even amongst other other camp members, as far as like different camps, you see the friendship that the Lord is showing us. That's what the Lord said. These how they gonna know who my disciples are, by the love they show one another. But let's go ahead and start here in John 15. I'll start at 12. It says, "This disciples' relation to each other. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you." Yeah, and the Lord showed us ultimate love. The way he conducted himself. He was always around his disciples. Verse 13, greater love had no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. And that's the ultimate love the Lord showed us, dying for us, right? Verse 14, ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. So those are the friends of the Lord, the entourage. All right, like I like to say, entourage. Let's see what the word friends there is. Philos. Friend, to be friendly to one, wish him well. Friend and associate, one who associates familiarly with one, a companion, one of the bridegroom's friends, one who on his behalf asked the hand of the bride and rendered him various services in closing the marriage and celebrating the nuptials. So there you go, man. That's a good one right there. Associate, friendly. Yeah, so we're the associates of the Lord, his entourage. Or you look up that word entourage. Entourage says a group of attendants or associates. Okay, there you go. So we're the Lord's entourage. And go to entourage. Actually, on the etymology, let's go to the etymology. Surroundings, environment, to surround that which surrounds. Attendant, person among whom as followers or companions one is accustomed to move. So who was accustomed to move with the Lord? His disciples, his day ones, so to say, his servants, his friends, the elect. Verse 15, it says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. All right, so the Lord likens his servants as the elect, all right, as friends. All right, and you can't choose to serve the Lord. It says, "You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of my Father in my name, He may give it to you." That was the point, really, though, that I wanted on that. That's why we gotta appreciate this brotherhood. All right, we can go to Hebrews 10th chapter, verse 25. It says, I'll start at 24. It says, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling. What is the assembling? It's the entourage, right? It's the surroundings, environment. You don't want to be in the environment of demons. You want to be in the environment of like-minded men, the brotherhood, the friends. Okay. It says, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. So we're supposed to want to be around each other, especially as we see the day of Yahweh Shem Shai coming. Let's see, NLT says, and let us not neglect our meetings together. Yeah, if there's a guy in your camp that doesn't ever want to be around, you better put this, watch that dude. Something ain't right. If somebody don't want to be around never, that's a red flag. It says, as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of his return is drawing near. So, how are you supposed to meet together and encourage one another if you're not even willing to be around to, going out of your way to fellowship? It says, not giving up our meetings as is the way of some, but keeping one another strong in the faith, and all the more because you see the day coming near. NIV, not giving up meetings together as some are in habit of doing. Yeah, you got some guys that always got an excuse why they can't hang out with the brothers. Oh, I got this dude. I got my family. Well, if you think your family's gonna save you, then go be with them. I'm not saying you can't deal with your family, but come on, bro. Here it is. You can't even take out a couple hours out your week out of the week, right? Not even a day. You can't take a couple hours out the week to hang out, with the brothers and break bread and encourage one another. Well, then that's an issue, right? And you need to break that habit. It says, but encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. So, not abandoning our own meetings together, not forsaking our own assembly. Okay, it's pretty clear on what that means. It's not up for interpretation. All right, and it's a beautiful thing. All right, the more you be around brothers, the more you grow, as we just read. You're supposed to want to be around the Akia, man. And again, there's some times where you can't hang out. You got something to do, whatever. But every time, that's clearly a bigger issue. But this is about being around the brother. And if we're not gonna force you, if you don't want to be around, just go. Nobody got a gun to your face. All right. It says, Sirach 9:10, forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him. A new friend is as new wine. When it is old, thou shalt drink it with pleasure. There you go. So, like I was saying, you as the camps have grown over the years, you've built bonds with brothers. You don't want to forsake that friendship or that brotherhood. Let me go. Let me see what it says in the King James, or not the GNT on that verse right there. It's Sirach 9:10. Let's see what it says. Never abandon old friends. You will never find a new one who can take their place. Friendship is like wine. It gets better as it grows older. All right. So, hey, just shut your ass up, man. The wine. It's just like the wine gets better as it ages, so it does the friendship. Okay. And that's why you're not. How can that friendship grow if you're never around? You're supposed to want to be around the brotherhood. We can't force you to be around the brotherhood. We don't want to. Why should we have to do that? The scriptures talk about, I have no need to write unto you concerning brotherly love, roughly paraphrasing. If we got to teach you how to be a brother, then you ain't a brother. Point blank, period. I mean, it's hard to tell you. That's the reality, though. And I can tell you this for a fact because I have a brother in this truth, an actual blood brother that we grew up with each other all our lives. And I can see the same camaraderie and love in other brothers now. You know what I'm saying? The same feeling and the same bond that I have with my actual blood brother that I grew up with, and now is in this truth with me as well. We could see that in other brothers, so that's how we can tell if a whole true brother is, And I'm sure other brothers can relate that have blood or relatives, period, in this truth. But especially, me and him are less than 2 years apart, so we literally grew up together. But let's go back to Sirach. Sirach chapter 6. Go down to verse 13. It says, separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. A faithful friend is a strong defense. And he that has found such in one hath found a treasure. Yeah, it's A true friend, a true brother will go above and beyond to have your back, to defend you, and to it's a treasure. It's a rare thing to find in this world. All right, not in your gangster buddies. All right, because them niggas will be gone quick in an instant. Right, when you down, no one's there to be found. But when you up, everybody's your friend. Like that's what the scriptures say. A friend is known in adversity. Okay, it says, nothing doth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is unvaluable. I mean, look how valuable the Lord was to us. And of course, we are an extension of that love. Okay, the body, the friendship, the brotherhood. It says, a faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Come on, man. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. That's why you have to be amongst like-minded men. Oops, because this friendship is medicine. You know, we were talking about this earlier in the camp. You know, the camp chat brothers talking about if it wasn't for the brotherhood, man, we'd be going insane out here, man. Because why? Because a faithful friend is the medicine of life. That's perfect. You know what? Let's read it in the GNT as well. See what it says in Sirach 6. Sirach 6, and I'll start at verse 12. Sirach 6 and 12. In the GNT, it says, if your situation takes a turn for the worse, they will turn against you, and you won't be able to find them anywhere. I'll start at verse 11. Or verse 10, others will sit at your table as long as things are going well. They will stick to you like your shadow and give orders to your servants, but they will not stand by you in trouble. If your situation takes a turn for the worse, they will turn against you, and you won't be able to find them anywhere. There you go. That's not a friend. In verse 13, stay away from your, they got to, okay. Verse 13, stay away from your enemies and be on guard against your friends. 14, a loyal friend is like a safe shelter. Find one and you have found a treasure. Nothing else is as valuable. There's no way of putting a price on it. A loyal friend is like a medicine that keeps you in good health. Only those who fear the Lord can find such a friend. There you go, man. Because only those that fear the Lord will come into this truth. All right. And find this valuable treasure, unvaluable treasure that no one else can obtain. That's why the scriptures say the love of many is going to wax cold. That's not amongst the friends of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shari, the brotherhood. That's not amongst them. The love of many going to wax cold amongst the demons of this world, the bug outs. You're going to see who your true friends are, friends. Like Kanye said, real friends, how many of us? Yeah, you're going to find out that you don't have no friend. You people of this world are you bug outs, you 2/3, you're going to find out you don't have no friends. You're going to find out the hard way when they bust through your windows to come get your canned goods that you've been storing up for your doomsday prep kit. Sirach 22 in verse 25 says, I will not be ashamed to defend a friend, neither will I hide myself from him. Yeah, you can't be ashamed to defend a friend because that's supposed to be safety, right? A good friend. That's supposed to be, a defense. You can't be ashamed of the brotherhood. You can't be ashamed or of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai ultimately. You got to stand up boldly for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and the brotherhoods, the friends of the Lord. Remember, the Lord said, I no longer call you servants, but friends. So if you disrespect one of the Lord's friends, he's going to take that very personally. All right. A couple more verses. Luke 9, verse 26. It says, for whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed. So you're ashamed of the friends. Yahweh shall being the number one friend, right? As we read in John 15. He said, I no longer call you servants, but friends. If you're ashamed of him, like we read in the Sirach 22, 25, the Lord's going to deny you. He's going to be ashamed of you. It says, when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels, the Lord's going to deny you, be ashamed of you. So you better think twice. All right, when you, that's what it talks about, counting the cost. But again, can't forsake this brotherhood, man. This is the wisdom of Solomon, which is Yahushai, verse 7 or chapter 7, verse 27. This is in B. Is this it? Nah, well, yeah, that's it. being but one, she can do all things. In remaining in herself, she maketh. Speaking on wisdom, she maketh all things new, and in all ages entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of the Most High and prophets. There you go, man. She maketh friends of the gods, the powers, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the wisdom, fearing the Lord, like we read earlier in Sirach. That they that fear him will find a good friend. Well, and ultimately wisdom is going to enter into you and make you friends of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and the prophet. It's going to show you who the friends of the Lord are, the prophets. They came in the same stead. They come. What is the spirit of Yahushai? The spirit of prophecy. So wouldn't it make sense that the prophets would be the Lord's friends? You're putting two and two together. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. This is Proverbs 18 and verse 24. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Yeah, because you might have a blood, actual family in this truth, and you have a better bond and a true love for a brother rather than your own family member or actual blood brother. It says there are friends who destroy each other, but a real friends stick closer than a brother. Real friends. How many of us? And that Kanye song. There are friends who may become a man's destruction, but there is a lover who keeps nearer than a brother. Hey, look at the bond King David and Jonathan had. That was true. They had more love for one another than they had for women. That's true love. All right. A true brother, a friend will love you more than a woman will. Absolutely. A woman will leave at the drop of a dime if she sees you struggling. A true friend will be there while you're struggling to help you. And that's just what it is here in 2024. Okay. And just reality. It says, one who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Pretty much the point. So we'll go ahead and end it off on one last verse in Matthew chapter 12, verse 48. I'll start at 6:46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. And his mother was a believer, okay? It says, but he answered and said unto them that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same as my brother and sister and mother. You know what? Let's get that in the NLT. Then he pointed to his disciples and said, look, these are my mother. Anyone who does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister. Okay. It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. So, hey, appreciate this brotherhood, this friendship that the Lord has allowed us to obtain. Okay. Because you're not going to find it anywhere else. This is a love like no other. You know what? One more verse. What is it? I think it's John. Is it John 13? Maybe John 13. Let's see. Love one another. Let's see. Love. Oh wait, King James. Yeah, it was John 13, verse 35. By this shall all men know that you are my disciples if you have love one to another. Okay, true love, friendship, brotherhood, bond. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. By this will it be clear to all men that you are my disciples if you love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another. And people are in complete awe when they see us together. They try to figure out what are we, or are we part of a team, a band, or something. Oh, we're just disciples of the Lord. We just had the love we have for one another is not. It's a very rare thing to see in this world. So people are astonished when they see us out and about without the garments on. We're just going out to eat or something. People are astonished the way we conduct ourselves and the love we show one another. You know, they can tell we ain't just no niggas gang banging. You know, and even gang bangers, they'll turn on each other in a heartbeat. So hey, Lord will, this was edifying and exhorting to the whole for the elect. And they give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and much love to the elect of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.